So I came across that video clip on Instagram a couple of hours ago, and I found it very, very startling. Of course, it's very funny, but it is startling, and I've not gotten over the shock that I got from that clip. The thing is, in my short life, I've seen so many things, so many horrible things, so many theatrical things done in the name of religion, and ordinarily I shouldn't be surprised at anything anymore at this point. But for some reasons, I just couldn't get over the shock value in this video clip. And so in this video, I will attempt to think out loud. I will attempt to contextualize the subtext that I can get from this video and try to extrapolate that to the larger Nigerian culture. Alright, so I think the video is pretty much straightforward. There's a pastor telling the congregants to telling the congregants to this is hilarious, man. He told them to kind of like flog the floor. And for anyone who grew up in the typical Nigerian church, you can easily understand the metaphor behind that action, regardless of how stupid it is. But you can understand the reasoning behind that. So, as someone who spent most of his childhood and teenage years in church, what that suggests is that the act of wiping the floor with canes, those members are essentially flagellating the devil and his demons or something like that. So the meaning of that is they are making an attempt to cause physical damage on the devil, right? And by doing that, they can be victorious over the devil, over his power, or over whatever hold he has on their lives. But if you even you don't even need to do too much, because as a contrarian, or as an atheist, or as an agnostic, or even as a Christian who doesn't buy into this version of Christian theology or Christian dogma, you don't even need to do too much. All you have to do is just the only question you have to ask is, didn't the Bible describe the devil as a spirit? The demons are spirits, isn't it? The devil is a spirit. Is not a being that is present in the human flesh. So if the devil is not a being present in the human flesh, how come is this pastor telling his members to do this? Like, of what significance is this actually going to have in the real sense? I assume it has no significance, but I mean, people have to do something, isn't it? And knowing full well the power he has over his congregants, he told them to do this. And like a sheeple, like an obedient flock, of course they did it. You can see how energetically they did that. Energetically, they were wiping the floor. They were beating the hell out of the devil. But this video to me indicates how deep-rooted religious dogmatism goes into the fiber of the Nigerian nation or the Nigerian culture. It goes deep rooted into our culture in Nigeria. Religion has been used to swindle people, and it is still being used to swindle people, as a matter of fact. Investigative journalist Fisayo Soyombo published a series of investigative reports on how he went to various churches and even various mosques in Nigeria, pretending to be a gay, seeking deliverance, seeking spiritual solutions. And he documented, how most of these imams and pastors tried to swindle him. They asked for money. They told him to buy this and buy that. He documented that, and even with audio visual evidence. So that is just one example. Like a couple of years ago, I saw an old magazine at home, and the front page of that magazine. My dad obviously bought the magazine, so the front page of that magazine has a headline. There's a story with a headline: "Hustling in God's name." Hustling in God's name. I will never forget that. This religious theatricality dates way back. Perhaps I should say that, for the avoidance of doubt, I am not here to dunk on religion. I am not here to say religion is false. I'm not here to say that religious folks they are not smart or anything like that. No, that's not what this video is about. As a matter of fact, I actually understand the need for religion, especially if you live in a country like Nigeria where things are extremely hard. Religion provides some sort of succor, some sort of placebo for many people to get through the day. So I understand the emotional need for religion. I understand the therapeutic need for religion for a vast majority of people. So I'm not here to dunk on religion. What this video is about is to try to explain why religion has replaced critical thinking for a vast majority of Nigerians. It has replaced their critical thinking ability. Most Nigerians hero worship their religious clergy, their religious leaders. They're essentially hero worshipped, and even to the extent of politics, religion is being co-opted by politicians to fool the electorate. There is a reason why a politician who is campaigning needs to hobnob with religious leaders across the country. It doesn't matter what your personal religion is, what your personal faith is. There is a need for you to liaise with religious leaders, leaders of different religious faiths and denominations. There is a need for you to do that. And if you really want to win an election in Nigeria, in a deeply religious country like Nigeria, you need to identify with these people. You need to consult them. Otherwise, your chances of winning are almost impossible if you don't do that. So I understand. But the point is, like every ideology, like every belief system, things can go extreme. And in Nigeria, religion, for the most part, is practiced in extremities. Look at Reverend King, for instance. Despite all the evidence against this man, he still has an army of loyalists, an army of supporters who are still rooting for him. Think about that for a minute. It tells you that religion can be used to make zombies out of people, and I think we have enough evidence of that already in Nigeria, that many Nigerians are zombies in the name of religion, and it's actually very, 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 very sad. How do we move forward as a people if we keep doing things like this? How do we move forward as a people if someone can stand behind the pulpit and tell people to flagellate the devil, a hypothetical devil, on the floor? How are we going to move forward with that? This is a very germane question. In my own opinion, it is a germane question, because I don't think we can truly achieve greatness as a people or as a continent if we are being held back by backward ideals like this in the name of religion. Those are my thoughts for today. I know I rambled for the most part, but yeah, bear with me. So these are my thoughts for this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop them in the comment below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.